Nation. Welcome to the last episode of 2024 of the Jobbertears podcast. As always, I'm Janelle from HR here with Sir Wilkins and Mr. Black. And in Mi Casa and Su Casa, welcome to the At Home Final Edition episode of 2024. Woo, what a year it has been. Ups, downs, highs, lows. We're going to get into a few categories in a bit to talk about this year in 2024 in wrestling. So before we do get into that, we will talk about Saturday Night Main Event. We'll get into this week in wrestling, and then we'll end off with this year in 2024. But before that, how's everyone doing? Everyone preparing for Christmas? Are you going to be on Santa's naughtiness or nice list? What are we feeling like?
Oh man, I had an amazing year.
Yeah, what was the one thing this year you did? You were like, man,
Uh, one thing I have like man is when I went to North Carolina for the first time for I say.
okay, that was a full year circle because we
Mm-hmm.
had went to the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I went to the first one, so okay. Out here refing, gotta get you into more states.
Yeah. That and second, and when I ref Zilla's match to his first championship.
Mm,
Mm. I forgot I did that shit too.
okay, all right. So, okay, something that you're very proud of this year,
I think it's just getting through the year. I think that's dope. I think
because
I,
because tomorrow's not promised. So
exactly.
that's an accomplishment in itself.
Yeah, bro. Like it happens, and doing that was just niggas die every day, b.
No, that ass though. Like for real though. Um, I'm glad that even though it wasn't what we had planned for, I am very thankful and blessed of how Jobber Sam came out this year. Um, I think even with it felt like niggas was just getting punched left and right, uppercut, but we persevered and we got through it, and I'm actually really excited about next year and it being the fifth um Jobber Slam, and I think it'll
Oh
definitely
shit! It been 5 years.
well, almost just about
Yo, how we gonna top last year?
exactly my point. So let's start thinking. So, but
No, the
now we're
cage
super.
match. That's it. That's it. That's the only thing that could top last year. If we got like a war games type of cage match.
Oh, niggas is trying to get 2 rings. Jesus. Well,
Listen,
Jobber
listen.
Slam 5, summer 2025.
Job
Stay
Slam
tuned.
5. Um.
So it's
Job
just
Slam 5. Colors. Woo! Colors.
so stay tuned. But no, but all jokes aside, we understood and understood the
Hi,
growing
nice
pains
sweatshirt.
Do I see you today?
of
Yeah,
this year.
I just came to say hi.
Oh, okay.
I didn't
And
see you, and
hey,
you were so
girl.
quiet.
Yeah.
I just ran some sprints today. I had 30 minutes.
To NDB 999 point, yes. I think we should start off with one and then grow from there.
Yo, MD99. Did you see the match between So Wilkins and Darius Carter?
You might have, if you have not, all of Java Slams, including all of Battle Club Pro shows, are on Time to Match Network. So
Yeah.
make sure to go out and check those out. But it just is a really good feeling that I think for all of us to go into next year just wanting to do bigger and better things, not only for Jobber Slam, not only for Battle Club for me, but also just for the podcast in general.
Oh shit! I
So
forgot that we went to Wild Mania this year too.
so yeah, with SummerSlam being in our backyard in 2025, a lot of things happening. WWE's on fire, heading to Netflix. AEW streaming simultaneously on Max starting in January. So a lot of things in wrestling that is going on. But let's talk about Saturday Night Main Event making its historic return to the Nassau Coliseum. Sir Wilkins was in the building for that, so he will definitely be able to give his personal account of how things went from top to bottom. But overall, I think what was 5 matches. They brought back Jesse the Body, who is a national treasure.
Mm-hmm.
So it was so good to see him. So good to see him on commentary. Even though I know some people were like, he should have been there the whole time. I was like, ooh, Jesse got a he got a loose mouth. May
Mm-mm.
not want that for every match now.
They caught him like was he he talked about
Yo, like
unionizing, they cut him off.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
Speaking of
yo,
union,
he quick that somebody cut off a microphone. So it probably was best that we kept it to the main event for him. But it was super dope to see him. It was super dope for the classic, the referee, even to like y'all know I'm big on details. So even the referees in the old referee outfits, that was
mm-hmm.
cute. Charles Robinson's probably been in every referee uniform there probably is in the history of wrestling. So shout outs to him. Oh, cause he at work, so he on mute, so that whoever was talking, we don't hear them. um, but yeah, no, Saturday Night Main Event. What were your thoughts? Um, Man, was it everything we wished it to be? Was it anything more? And just also keep in mind that they did announce that they will be doing Saturday Night Main Event 4 times in a year. So the next one will actually be the week before the Royal Rumble in San Antonio, Texas. So it looks like they're probably gonna do one every like season. So we'll probably get January, sometime maybe May, maybe sometime in August, and then again they'll probably end it off in December.
I mean,
But
like, I had no issues with it because for me, okay, I didn't grow up with the original one, so I'm not gonna say, oh, when I saw Hogan, fuck that shit. I ain't gonna lie. I grew up with Ruthless Aggression Satellite Main Event. That shit was hard. That was when, to me, that was the original Saudi. That's where you see the most craziest matches, craziest situation always happen on Saturday Night Main Event. And they used to hype it up for weeks. That's when Raw and SmackDown used to come on there. It was just always a great time. And to have that excitement once again back, that shit was hard. And having New
the
York,
promotional that they did for a Saturday Night Main Event was just off the charts. Like everywhere, it didn't matter what show you watched. They was talking about Saturday Night Main Event. So Wilkins, since you were there, live and in color in the cold, talk about your experience there and how was the crowd? What were some highs? What were some lows? You're on mute though, so you want to unmute yourself.
It was super chill. I mean, it wasn't like this mega ill ass event, but it was a good event overall. WWE is hot.
A fire.
WWE is legit on fire. That whole entire
mm,
place was completely
Yo, you can see,
sold
and you
out.
can see from like at home, there was not an NBC. There was somebody actually in the Mania Club group that had said that I guess where his seat was, it was being blocked by blocked by something,
damn.
and they had went to customer service in the building, and the building told them we can't even move you because there's no seat to move you.
Yeah,
Like legit.
it was completely like it was a sold out event. I don't know. It's just crazy to me because it's like I still remember Survivor Series, the Raw after Survivor Series, 3 years ago is when Big E was champion.
Yeah, in Brooklyn. Yeah.
I remember when like the place was like a quarter fill, halfway full.
No, that's Survivor Series. Oh, you talking about the Raw?
The Raw.
Oh, okay, because I was like Survivor Series. I was there. They were people like that shit was full to the top.
Yeah, but they're talking about like shows weren't the
Nah, that wasn't
shows
hard.
weren't packed.
Nah, because in all honesty, and I think over the last few years, that whole like the night after something, it hasn't been the same.
It hasn't been the same, but like recently, it's like everything's packed. They've been sold out like crazy.
Even from probably the top of the year. Remember when they were counting, like not counting down, but they were like saying like how many consecutive sold outs
Yeah.
they had right into WrestleMania. Like that shit was crazy.
Yeah, so like it's like say what you want to say, but these motherfuckers is hot. They're like
Yo, and you
they're
can,
on
in all
fire.
honesty, even from I don't know if y'all had caught the press conference for Netflix at the first of all at HQ, and had I really known that was really about to go down that way, I would have definitely got on Metro North. But just even seeing the press conference and just seeing how people was like on a random ass Wednesday in Connecticut,
Mm-hmm.
just there, like we
Nah,
here.
They're on fire, son.
Yeah, so no, it was pretty good. So what Liv retained, but it was a really good match. Um Gunther retained. I think everybody ended up
Mm-hmm.
retaining. But that was actually really good. And then the ending with Cody coming out with the whew with that wing belt, baby. Had me. That was a childhood piece. Like as to Mr. Black mentioned, like I didn't grow up watching Saturday Night Main Event like that. I wasn't
Nigga,
before
nobody did.
before my time. But that wing belt though, that was the belt growing up. So like to see that
Oh,
and
thank you.
having Cody have his moment like that,
Oh, that is
was really
Tyler.
dope.
That is Tyler, the creator. See, that's Tyler Creator. That's his Igor album.
So Wilkins, talk a little bit about after the show because it seems like WWE is really making it a point to you got to be in the building to know what the fuck going on.
Nobody knew what was going on.
No, but I'm saying like you had to if you wasn't physically there, and I say that in saying like how remember when Phil came back,
Yeah.
like yo, if you were not in your seat still in that moment, you missed that moment.
Well,
So
it's
like,
crazy. It's crazy because like now people are like you said, people are staying behind. Like the
mm-hmm,
show doesn't empty out until all the lights go out.
correct. Or the lights come on,
Yeah,
like
like
they
so.
start
So
breaking down the ring type shit.
yeah, it's and then you saw the KO situation. Like he's like, I'm the true champion. I mean, they took that from AEW low key, but that's a different conversation. Because then AEW, I'm like,
Oh, but you know what's so funny? It's so funny because then even the little stuff that Kevin first of all Kevin Owens is the biggest troll of 2024. I'm just gonna put down on the table like there ain't nobody else
Yo,
out here
Drew
trolling niggas.
McIntyre.
Look, Kevin Owens we talking about right now. We ain't talking about dry as you right now. But
Is-
Kevin Owens be out here wearing niggas father's t-shirts. This nigga be outside. He covered Cody's face at headquarters. He said, yo, and he low key mentioned the moveset thing that CM Punk keep mentioning that goes back to Hangman Adam Page. So it's hilarious how everything is still trickling down and you gotta catch it because if you don't catch it, you miss it.
hmm.
But I thought overall it did what it had to do. Everybody, I think the expectation was for it to kind of be like a PLE, but that's not really what Saturday Night Main Event has been. So I wasn't really anticipating over the top. Like it was nostalgic. It was to the point. It was top to bottom. People were there. Like it did its job. So
But
yeah,
you, one thing that's I realized that is just it's a lot of fans where they stopped watching during the ruthless aggression era, and they
mhm.
always came back during the PG era. So a lot of shit that they're doing right now. So one time someone had a conversation, "Oh, I don't like that. They do stuff on social media." I'm looking like you're a new fan. I could tell because they've been doing this shit
Princess.
forever. Forever. Ever since they had the website, I mean, the website, when the website first came on, they was doing that. They even had their old app called Tout. People forget that. And don't forget, people used to cut promos after their match and put it on YouTube. So that's how I realized that, okay, there's a lot of new fans. So like kind of because of that, the whole expectation is we were so used to stuff being on Sunday growing up. So when something happened on
Mhm.
Saturday, it was special. Oh shoot, Saturday night on Saturday, we gotta check it out. We know that yo, it's a possibility something could happen. But if not, we don't give a fuck because we just enjoy having a good match. So how that everybody say, oh, y'all like predicting that so somebody gonna change the times. I'm looking like we've been doing that forever. It's called a prediction for a reason.
But it's not only just that, but it's just like I think WWE starting to get in that place where it doesn't have to be a pay per view for it to be special.
Thank you.
And I think that that
AEW
makes
been
the
doing that.
that
AEW
makes
started
the
doing that.
product a lot more easier to be invested into because then you're like, I don't know what's gonna
Oh
happen on
shoot.
Monday, so I gotta tune in. Like for I mean, we'll talk about this week in wrestling, but like for the War Raiders to win the tag belts on Raw was like, oh
Hey
shit,
Stephanie Hardy.
these niggas won the belts type of thing. Like it was dope. So when they do have moments like that, it's like, okay, I see what y'all doing, and then it makes you want to tune in. Like MDB 99 was just like, yo, I wonder if Cody's showing up on SmackDown tonight. Like,
Yo, thank you. Thank you. It's something simple. It's just like I hate when people say this, and this is where I be looking like, yo, shut the fuck up. When WCW gave away oh, Hogan and Goldberg. I'm looking like, yeah, but they want to sell tickets. At the same exact time, it works two ways. You gotta please the network, and you gotta please the house.
So, and I think
Uh,
but to that point with WCW though, when they started to do that shit and started putting shit on free TV, they left out to give the pay per views a big feel. Like it was just like, what?
But that's where it started. Like every okay, there's a lot of tropes, a lot of die, and that's one of them. Yo, you still got to make people come back for next week. You still want people to feel like, dang, I got my money's worth on television. Kurt Angle won the WWE Championship after 9/11. That shit was sentimental as fuck. Thank you. We needed that, son. It was on free television. That's how I have to work sometimes. Just like how that you watch a random show. Yo, there may be episode next thing you know, your favorite character come back. Oh shoot, Lee from back in the day, he went again. He wildin'.
So yeah, and also to MDB, nah, there is no fake hate on Goldberg. That is real. Like
Yeah.
I
Fuck
don't,
Goldberg.
not subscribing to that. Even though they low key trying to force this Gunther Goldberg situation.
No, I'm good. I'm
I'm not
good.
trying to
I'm
subscribe
good.
to it.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm
But
good.
all right, real quick, we'll get into this week in wrestling, and then we'll talk about this year in 2024. So this week, so Saturday main event happened, and then
Wait,
Monday Night
question,
Raw. Go ahead. What's your
question,
question?
question, question. Which one's
Answer.
worse? Somebody winning a title on television or somebody winning a title at a house show? Hmm. Hmm.
I don't think so. I personally think it's the worst one is a house show because
I
you don't
think
get
that
to see it.
yeah, I would have to choose that.
You don't get to see it. And I don't mind it being like every like once in a blue moon, like we have that moment where like somebody wins a title on like on a regular show, but it shouldn't be a regular thing.
Yeah, like I would go with the house show because even what was that? How damn? I think who won? Joe won that
No,
U.S. title.
Joe won a U.S.
When
title,
Joe
won a
won that,
title.
that U.S. title at the Garden, and
Yeah,
we were recording. Like it wasn't even like was planning on like it was a weekend day. Like nigga, we was recording that evening, and they had a random ass show at the Garden. And niggas won belts, and we was just like, what the fuck, guys? Come on. Not to say we weren't happy for the person, but it's still that, like, you kind of want to at least get the opportunity to, want to be there. So, I mean, I think a title change on a Raw and a SmackDown, I think it's dope. I like to like Sir Wilkins' point, I don't think it needs to be like every day or every other day, like,
I
because then it
agree.
loses that value of it being
I agree.
special.
I agree.
So
I
like even
mean,
when Big E had cashed in on that Raw, who the fuck cashed in on a Raw? You know what I mean? Like it was like
yeah,
one of those like, oh shit, like this is happening.
well, you want people to feel them, but I think we're in a different era now because you don't pay for pay-per-views. Like
Well,
outside, I'm not talking about AEW. I'm talking about like
okay, I was gonna
regular,
be like, well,
like regular people. Like you don't pay for a pay-per-view anymore.
yes, you do.
he's
But
saying
you
not
pay,
WWE. He said
yeah,
that because I
yeah,
definitely
but
was like, AEW
yeah.
still trying to get niggas
No,
for
no, no,
$50.
no, 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 no. You pay a monthly fee now.
Yeah,
Well,
but the
no,
thing about
so
it's not the same thing. It's
um,
not the same
No.
thing
it's
as
not, yeah,
like
and in terms of revenue it's not the same because like, and it actually goes into why certain streamings, and I realized that more recently, why certain streamings don't do annuals, if you think about it, because if you're not getting that
Yeah,
monthly income in terms of things that are happening and you're just getting a one shot, that's just that one shot deal.
yeah, like
So
it's I just think that like we're getting that. That's why, and I sometimes I said it before. Like if you look at the model that WWE has now, especially with Triple H,
mm-hmm.
you go, all right, cool. The pay-per-views are shorter. The pay-per-views are shorter. There's less people on there, and you're like, yo, what the fuck? Like, what are we doing right now?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So like, people get tight. People's like, yo, I'm like, what am I paying for? And then you're like, holy shit! Like, but then when you realize it, it's like, oh, now you got to watch SmackDown and Raw. Like,
And
for instance, Roman wasn't on the show. Nobody from the Bloodline was on the show.
No.
Like, it was a small show. It was packed. It did its job. People watched, obviously, because we're talking about it. So it's
I think they had said it averaged with 1.5 million viewers. I believe from.
So do you want to? Do you want to know what the average, the highest WWE buy was? Was 1.5. The highest WrestleMania buy, which was I think it was The Rock versus Cena the first time, was 1.8 million.
That's 28.
So you see what I mean? So people are still watching these PLEs. So but then you got to get people to watch the show,
the actual weekly show.
Yeah,
I think that what I'm realizing is when it comes to streaming, it's all about creating a fandom within your bubble. Because I'll give you an example. Look at Stranger Things, right? That's pretty on streaming, but yeah, it's all over the place. When it was consistently coming out, people went crazy for it. Oh, Stranger Things, 80s music.
It's coming out next year.
Right. But like how that when it comes out, it creates like a fandom. So I think right now what I'm realizing this is ratings are down across the board, except for a few things, maybe football. There's always the anomaly. There's always exception to the rules. So just to sum up everything I'm saying, it's just like, yeah, they may not get the same revenue as far as pay-per-view, but everything around it, they get such a huge revenue because now they're going overseas. When they're overseas, they create such like a mini village effect where like people eat. So imagine like everywhere you go, you have your own personal basketball team.
But also, too, one thing I will say WWE has done a really good job at, I would say, really since the kind of like switch over, is that level of sponsorships that they get for them PLEs is out of this world. Like every match at WrestleMania was sponsored.
Like,
well, that's that too. That's TKO money, bro.
Like, yo, to have like Prime be the official sponsor of Raw, like stuff like that, like it's
the money that creates around it, yeah.
And that it's unheard of in the past, but now they're kind of creating that new type of situation where they open it up even the business. I had even read yesterday that apparently Jersey is giving WWE like millions of dollars to do SummerSlam.
Yeah, because
you get bread.
Yeah,
but here's my thing though with them though. Everybody, I feel like for the most part, is either gonna stay like they may like I don't know how that's gonna work because I feel like when niggas hear Jersey, they end up staying in New York anyway.
No, but you also got to think about the other stuff
like
that comes
in the stadium or like the
in the stadium and the thing about it, people are gonna stay. Not you because you live in New York, but other people are gonna be like, yo.
Hey Vaughn.
Like it's other people are gonna be like, yo, hey, this is Jersey, and they don't know much, so they're gonna be in Jersey, and then they're gonna like, they're gonna be doing stuff in Jersey.
Yeah.
That's a good thing about it, and
it brings a shit ton of money.
So that's why when you try to shit on cities that you don't feel like it's sexy enough, it actually does the city better.
That it's still not sexy.
Just saying.
But that's the problem that
Cleveland was fun.
But that's the problem.
What did you do in Cleveland?
We went we went to some spot after the pay-per-view that had like bowling, pool. No, I'm lying, after SmackDown. It had like it was like a complex thing. They had like bowling, pool, drinks. It was a bar. It was a club.
Got that every city.
You could do that. You could do that in New York.
Yeah,
I don't do that in New York. So
but you can.
I don't.
But you can. You're not saying anything special. Oh, we went bowling.
No, but it's a different.
Nigga, we went bowling. Nigga, we went bowling. Oh my god, we went bowling. Okay.
Oh no,
yo,
I went bowling in Cleveland.
I went bowling like 2 weeks ago, the other day.
And you had fun. You like,
and I had beat Michael Bostic.
I'll be back.
Exactly. Same shit.
But it's different when you're in a different city, is all I'm saying. You could do the same things, but you can still have a different experience.
No, but listen, Listen, I never said that you can have different experience, but it's all based on you as a person. Like if you're a lit person, anywhere you go, you're gonna be lit. Period. But Cleveland is not a place that like what does that have to do with Cleveland? No, it doesn't have that energy. It
No, it
doesn't.
does. You just that's not for you,
What's
and
up,
that's
my
fine.
CMOS brother? And that's the thing that had even like the NFL and the NBA have issue. They do not want to host All Star Weekend in certain cities because the cities be trash.
But All Star, to be honest, has been trash for the few years, just in general. Like that's not a city thing. That's a like how that
No,
shit
it's just like
is
how much revenue
like how
that
that
it
shit is
brings to the
produced
city.
now.
Nah, 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 nah. Like that's not the point. The point is the revenue that it brings to the city. How much
No,
ballers
right,
come
and
to the city.
that's my point. So that's why you're gonna get cities that people may not always be like, this is on my list of things to do, but because at the end of the day, it helps the revenue for that city, it still is a point. That's all I'm saying. Like y'all may not want to, whatever city it is, y'all may not want to go, but that city, in terms of the revenue, like the revenue that Cleveland probably got from SummerSlam
It's a
was
lot.
probably out of this world.
Yeah.
And it probably was something that gave people jobs for the weekend. It probably gave people things to do for the weekend. When I tell you, there was people that lived in Cleveland that was like, yo, I have never been to a pay-per-view ever. So that's just my thing. It's like it don't gotta be like the cities everybody want to be hot and bothered in. It could be a city that really could be beneficial for the city itself. That's
And
all I'm
that's
saying.
why it's key to make sure that you have like you create good fandom within that. So
Yes.
no matter where you go, you bring that fandom. Because like think about it. If if I am name a lame city. If I am Memphis, no. If I'm Memphis, right? I'm like,
First of all,
dang.
have you been to Memphis? Don't say a city
Wait,
is
hold
whack
on,
if you
hold
have
on,
not been
hold on,
there.
hold on, hold on, hold on. If I'm Memphis, right? I said that, dang. Outside of basketball, I don't have nothing. How else can I fill up the stadium? How else can I bring more revenue to the stadium? Oh, WWE is coming. Hey, they would try to get a Raw. They would try to get a pay-per-view. They would throw money at them because I know they're gonna bring revenue to the city. So it's like how that's why IW is so hot because they don't that's why I said earlier is yo, they are a walking basketball team.
He just that was the first city that came to his mind, Loki. Because everybody's like, damn, what Memphis do to
I didn't
you?
say nothing about Memphis. I said that, you see, y'all not listening. Y'all not listening. Comprehension, listen. I said, yo, after basketball season, they don't have much to do with the stadium. So how can it bring extra revenue to the stadium outside of basketball season? So that's what they do. They try to bring in concerts. They try to bring
Yeah.
everything because that's extra revenue. Like it's called like basically renting it out. So like how to have WWE 3 times a year with all that revenue, people's like looking for something to do. Come on, son. And someone that had that as a mayor who tried to get reelected, you bring certain attractions to the city. Come
Well, yeah,
on,
that's where
dogs.
old boy from um he said they could put up all city.
Yeah, out of
That
all
was just the
cities,
first thing that came to his mind because I was definitely like, damn, Memphis. I was like, there's music,
I'll
there's
think of
barbecue.
John Morant. I'll think about John Morant. That's why. I'll think of John Morant. Yeah. And
I
after
was like,
that's the
it's
only
vast.
city.
I said, I haven't been to Memphis yet, but that's definitely on the list.
But that's the only city I know that like that's one of because I thought about basketball football that I was just like Memphis. Do they have a football team? Nope. All right, cool. Let me use Memphis. They don't have a football team. They're
No,
like
it's
outside of
fair.
basketball, they don't have nothing. They have nothing outside of basketball. Like outside of college, no. Do they have like a hockey team? Do they have a
I don't
baseball
know.
team?
I don't do baseball. Oh, that's fair.
Like I said, no sexy cities. It's
Oh my
trash.
god. Shut the fuck up.
Like
I was like, you can't come up back in here on that
no,
same type of energy. But all
nah,
right, Sacramento, yeah, like, I have no desire to go to Sac. That is true.
exactly.
Nah, someone said Dallas would have been
Nigga,
fair. No, Dallas got football. Dallas
Corey,
got
you cannot talk
basketball.
about Dallas.
Nah,
No,
nah,
Dallas is not
mm-mm,
bad. It's not
mm,
Houston, but it
mm.
ain't bad.
Dallas, but hold on, hold on.
I'm like, that ain't bad. But all right, let's move on to this week in wrestling real quick. So Monday Night Raw, yo, this shit with Phil and Seth is out of pocket. It's out of pocket. This nigga had came through the crowd and they just started scrapping again. So it's just like, oh man. But I knew, I was praying that they wasn't gonna pull the trigger on the Raw, but I know they trying to make this Netflix premiere like the shit. So
I don't see
I'ma
nothing
just
wrong with it because they
I'ma
should have
just
had
pray
that.
that this is one of three.
But
That's all I'm gonna say.
the great thing about this new
Right.
Netflix thing, what I'm hearing about Netflix is it's gonna be there's no more hard deadline to end at like 11:05. They can go a lot longer now. I
Yeah,
was
but
like,
I hope we listen. I hope we stay to the three. If
no, 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 no,
we're
no,
going
no.
back to three.
I feel like if they're gonna go over, it gotta be a special Raw, Raw Homecoming. It gotta be a Raw in Berlin. The Raw after WrestleMania gotta be like 3 hours plus.
Yo, that's crazy. I didn't even really sit here and think about that shit. That all the first like the Raws afters are all gonna be on Netflix.
And the Raw
Whoa.
after is gonna be extra lit. Think about
See,
it.
so now
There's
they
less
gotta really bring that
restriction.
back because they've been
Thank you,
lacking
son.
on the Raws after WrestleMania. I'm
Whoa,
not
whoa,
gonna lie
whoa,
to
whoa,
y'all.
whoa, whoa, whoa. Last couple of years, they've been alright though, son.
Nah, they ain't. They
Oh,
they
don't forget. Oh, no,
they
no, no.
ain't been worth
SmackDown.
staying.
No, no, no. SmackDown was on USA. My bad.
And SmackDown normally is before the pay per view, so nope.
I'm hearing that AEW might be on USA. Hold on.
You said what? So yeah, so as you look up what you're looking up, I'm just gonna pray that we gonna end this trilogy at WrestleMania. Cause yeah, that's what that was my WrestleMania match. So I'm gonna need them to figure it out. But they did announce on Monday Night Raw that they will have Seth Rollins
Oh, never
versus CM
mind.
Punk
Never mind.
on the Raw. They also confirmed tribal combat for Roman Reigns versus Solo Sikoa.
Oh, you hearing that? They might build a tribal chief title?
Yeah, I'm not subscribing to that.
Yeah, that's stupid.
I'm not subscribing to that.
Oh.
Cause that almost sounds like
The
only the
FTW
Samoan niggas can
title.
get it. You know what
Yeah, like the
I
FTW title.
mean? Like, right?
You
Like
doing too much.
only Samoan niggas can get that. So like, are we gonna get like, are the black people gonna get their own belt? Like, that shit don't make no sense.
The African American title.
Yo, that's what I'm saying. Like for Black
This shit
History
is
Month,
dumb. This shit is dumb. This shit is
No,
are
dumb.
we
no, no.
gonna roll them
Side
in?
note: AEW Collision is gonna be on USA and Canada. I just looked it up.
Okay.
I mean, I be so like why you get the Rock the Path for having the People's Championship belt?
I didn't. I'm not. That was
My
actually a
brother,
gift.
my brother.
Oh well, that's because it's Dwayne. But that was a gift. That's
I
different
don't
though.
know. I
But
don't
but
know
nobody's
why.
but nobody's
That's a
fighting
little
for it.
different.
But my thing is this: he don't deserve that title. Muhammad Ali deserved that title.
But
He
first of
avoided
all,
war.
he's gone. One,
He
two.
avoided
The
war.
wife gave it to him because that's what Muhammad Ali wanted to do. So it's a gift. I can't front on a gift for a nigga. Like that's just not. It is what it is. But that tribal chief belt, that's a no. That's a
The North American
solid
title.
no.
That's not a title. Or the black people tend to win there.
North American title. That's true on NXT. All
All
the
the black
black
people
niggas,
tend to.
except
All the
for right
black people
now,
win there.
Tony D got
Yeah.
it.
Yo, I feel like this one person, but I feel like they're not gonna let it do it. One person, the one gimmick they miss on NXT is a really pro black brother. That gimmick has been going in wrestling for a while. Only person who's carrying that legacy is my son Darius Lockhart. Like, like how there's no pro black brothers on television. I don't see it.
Not in this Trump era. No, that's not gonna happen.
I
Yeah,
mean, you do have
niggas got quiet.
two black niggas because I had to think about it, but I was just like, you do what you low key do got two black niggas main event the CW NXT in LA the day after Raw in LA. So it's just like I can't
I
really do
don't know.
that.
I
Cause
don't know.
you got the African nigga going against the nigga from Philly. Like
No, we do have a title though. Sugar D's the
nah, not
champion, the
gonna hold
Pan
you. North
African
American
title.
title on NXT
No, not the North
definitely.
American, the Pan African title.
We not gonna. I'm not gonna do that with you today. But shout out to Suge D. But I'm not gonna do that with you today. Mm-mm. Nope. We don't need Dr. Umar hitting a Spanish fly. That's hilarious.
Yo, Dr. Umar hitting a Spanish fly would be crazy.
That would be wild.
The streets would love Dr. Umar in wrestling. Now,
You
Dr.
think
Umar would be
Dr. Umar would, first of all, you think Dr. Umar would get on the top rope like that though? To do the
but
square
Dr.
flip?
Umar would make a great champion. Do you see my brother here? No, I mean a manager. Dr. Umar as Ricochet's manager.
Who manager?
Dr. Umar as Ricochet's manager. Imagine that.
Yo, when this nigga was on the TV screen on Wednesday and said, aha, like he was Jada Kiss, I said, yo, I couldn't believe.
We're not going to have this conversation because I don't need Top Dollar.
Nope. I'm just saying, I couldn't believe.
You don't need what?
Top Dollar trying to threaten everybody because you call him corny.
Yeah, Top Dollar definitely threatened to beat me up.
I was like, all right. Like, how's that? I was like, okay, let's talk about that. Now, was it serious to evoke violence? Nigga, no. It wasn't even that serious. Like, it wasn't. It was just like, you took it mad personally, dogs. It was just
so,
like...
all right. Let me talk about the corny comment. So I don't know whoever was the... So we posted a clip of me talking about how we're gonna help.
And it always be y'all when y'all post a clip like that, and then it be like, what the fuck?
So we posted a clip about us talking about Ricochet, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I said in the clip that he needs a corny dude, another corny dude that's witty, AJ Francis. So AJ got into the comments and said, yo, hey, you don't fix your lips to say that to me. I'm going to slap the shit out you.
Yo, he low-key did a promo on you in the comments.
Yeah. So then I was like, yo, it's all jokes, big dogs. It's not that serious. He's like, nah. I'm going to smack the shit out you. You stand on business. Don't send me emojis at me.
Yeah.
So then I was like, all right, you know what? I understand where he's coming from. But when I say corny, I don't mean as an insult. I was like, I'm corny too.
Yo, and low key, and that's why, like, I feel like just saying things, like, people got to know the person to know, like, their intent. And it's not to say, like, he don't completely not know you, but, like, I just felt like it was just like, yo, bro, it wasn't even, it's not that serious. Like,
no,
he actually gave you a compliment and actually was saying, like, if there was someone to teach a nigga how to be charismatic and how to be away, it would be you. Like,
yeah, because
so I was just like,
yeah, that's what I was saying. He was like, oh, you calling me corny? First of all, let's really sit this down. Nigga, you are a wrestler. Let's just put no. Wrestling is the most beautiful business ever. But also, it's a bunch of dudes oiled up touching each other.
And you know what I do? I ref it.
Yes. And I talk about it. I wrestle it too. There's a little bit of corniness you have to be to play a character on TV.
You gotta be shameless. You have to have no shame. Like, you have to have some level of like,
right here.
Huh? Oh. You have to have some level of like no shame. Like, you have to be like comfortable of you looking stupid. There you go. You have to become looking stupid. Like, bro, you are two men in your underwear. Before you get out there, you put water on you to make you more sexy looking. Don't forget in the back, you oil each other up. You practice the moves that you're gonna do each other in the ring. Really,
bro, listen, I love professional wrestling.
Facts.
Love it. Love professional wrestling has become a major part of my life. But there's a little bit of corniness in you to do professional wrestling.
Imagine
wait. Hold on. And I genuinely think, AJ Styles is super talented. I mean, AJ Francis is super talented. He's super talented and he's witty. So that's the person you're gonna do it with. Like, you a little corny, big deal. But he took it so personal. I was like, yo, it's not that, like, he was no. But the main thing was he answered me and everybody else in the comments.
Oh yeah, like he was live and in color because I went back and saw it because when you said something, I was like, wait, that ass? I was like, I didn't even think it was that crazy.
Listen,
and to be honest, I feel like y'all must have things crazier before.
So
it never got that type of energy. So when it came to that, I was just like, what?
I was like, yo,
okay.
You're corny. It's okay, nigga.
It's okay. Corny. We like you. Like, we appreciate what you do for the business. Like, yeah, you about to main event, and yeah, you about to get a world title shot. Like, we want you to be successful, my guy.
But
like,
the thing is, like, what I realized about like being a black wrestler is our standards not based on our own standards. Because AJ Francis, yo, outside of wrestling, when he be rap battle and shit like that, he's get mad love. They think that nigga's mad cool. He did a rap battle with the Saga. He brought him out with them. He does mad shit. But in wrestling, I realized that, oh, white people corny different from our corny. You feel me though, son? And like a lot of black dudes who are actually corny, they're not corny, they cornballs. That's the difference. He ain't a cornball. He's corny, yes, but he ain't no cornball,
No,
son.
he's
He
not
ain't
a
no
loser. I'm
lame.
not calling him a loser.
Yeah,
It's
he ain't
just
no
that
lame. He's not. He's mad
just that
chill.
you have corny attributes, but at the same time, you ill. You do ill stuff.
Yeah.
I
Well,
wasn't
much
insulting him. But
power
back
and
to Dr.
success.
Umar being a great
No,
manager.
not back to Dr. Umar. No.
No, Dr. Umar as a wrestling manager,
Fire.
legendary, son. Come on, son. Dr. Umar coming out. Dr. Umar, imagine this. Dr. Umar coming out as
So
a
that
heel
he could
manager.
go backstage and walk past somebody like Maxine Dupree and be like, "What the fuck
Yes!
is you doing here?"
Yes. Imagine Dr. Umar on an episode
My
coming
God.
out. He's in the middle of like one of those like super middle American town. All I see is dirty snow bunnies in here.
You don't
can't
say something
breathe.
like that.
Yes, he won't. He
You don't
won't.
say that.
He won't say. He won't say.
No. He gonna say that how that I see that as a snow bunny crisis. A snow bunny's
No.
crisis.
The snow bunny crisis would be when Bobby Lashley was dating what's her face, Alana. Now imagine Dr. Umar in that segment.
Backstage, like, oh, you got snow bunny crisis, my brother.
You have a snow bunny crisis, my brother. Look at you.
What the
Look
fuck?
at you being infested by these snow bunnies. They have gotten you. You have belittled yourself.
It sounds like the black version of Right to Censor, and it's the craziest thing.
Yo,
ever.
I am telling you.
Come on, they missing out.
I'm telling you. In this Trump America that's coming up, Dr. Umar as a fucking manager. And I'm talking about, he's no disrespect for nothing like that. He repeat himself, everything like that. Imagine he was like, I cannot have that ref. Because he is biased against my client. I need me a pure-blooded
What in the
American,
WCW
a
should
white,
have-
that would
black
be
American.
hard. No,
Come on, son.
really think about that. Think about that. Him coming out.
Yo, put up MDB that quote about Ashanti the Adonis. That is by far the funniest thing because he keep trying to get this white girl on NXT. And I'm bought her flowers and shit.
Yo,
And then
imagine.
she hugged up on the light skinned nigga and he felt away. And it wasn't even like that. Like when I tell you the drama in NXT, it'd be like,
Yo,
Dr. Umar.
the thing about it, imagine Dr. Umar NXT. Imagine Dr. Oh, he could be Femi's manager.
Who?
Oba Femi.
Oh my gosh.
Imagine Dr. Umar with Obi.
Oh my gosh.
What was that? Somebody needs to tell him he's a real life wrestling character.
No,
Happy
he
belated
is.
birthday, by the
Happy
way.
belated birthday.
Happy belated love.
But
But
imagine that.
Yo,
Imagine
y'all
that.
niggas are out of control.
Yo, that would be the best manager and wrestler.
But I
Dr.
will say,
Umar?
listen, clip this and tag him. I will
Like, I'm
say
saying that. I can imagine Dave
I will say
Meltzer. Dave Meltzer, you give my client less than a 5-star. Dave Meltzer, a client less than a 5-star. My God. My God.
He gonna
It's
end up
really a
creating his
racist
own star.
industry.
He gonna end
Yes,
up creating
the
his
black
own star.
stars.
The
The black stars.
How many black stars did my client get?
Wait. That's giving me an idea.
Nigga about to come back January with the Jews after January, that first week of January, be like, we gonna give the black awards.
The black stars.
Black
Oh my
stars.
gosh, the black.
But the thing about
Oh wait, can we do that for Black History Month though? I mean, for real.
You talk shit about Michael Cole. Sorry about Michael Cole.
Yo, could you imagine him on commentary with Michael Cole? Like that'd be the craziest thing.
Yo, he'd be like, let me finish.
He'd be like, shut your ass up.
Shut your ass up. Are you talking about that black queen in the ring?
Michael Cole is fucking messy boots.
Yes.
Yo, and I didn't really realize that shit until that fucking press conference for Netflix. This nigga was messy boots. And I said, you know what? You
He's
doing
mad
the most.
Mad messy. But I could imagine like Booker T cheering somebody a little bit too crazy. A white girl a little bit too crazy. Booker T, my brother, she a little bit too hard for that snow bunny. A little bit too. What you mean, Dr. Umar? She's talented, but she's a snow bunny.
Yo, out of control. Super side note, just got an alert that Party City's going out of business.
Oh,
But like
they still have stores left.
dead ass told all the employees today.
Damn.
Like today's their last day type shit.
Wait, today's the last day of the company today?
Today. Right.
I thought that you meant like
Nah, like you
they
thought I
go out
meant
of
like the
business.
stores were
Yeah,
closing.
yeah, yeah. I said,
Nah,
oh
my
yeah, yeah, they've
nigga.
been closing.
Party City is out of business.
Damn.
R.I.P. to Party City.
No, he's right. MD99, he's right.
Not like that though. I don't feel like, yeah.
But we don't spend unnecessary accessories like that we used to, and I feel like
And in all honesty, it's a seasonal thing too. So like you can go to
yeah.
Party City for like Halloween
But
or
the
like
thing about it, also, you have Amazon now.
I just want to say
right.
that, and Amazon, like you get way better selection, way better themes and stuff like that.
It comes a little
Yeah,
faster.
yeah, yeah,
Even though I will say what Michael ended up getting me for Christmas, he definitely got on Target, even though I gave him the Amazon link and it was cheaper on Target.
yeah.
So I will say for the Christmas last minute shoppers, just double check everywhere before you purchase because it may be cheaper somewhere else.
True.
But all right, so Raw came. We
That's
like I
funny.
mentioned earlier, we got new Raw Tag Team Champions, Damian Priest with the assist. I knew that was happening. Um, we got a special video clip of I'll even draw it. That shit was crazy. We got this. We got
Oh,
this.
that's for Omos. I think Omos. That's for Omos. Can't
Yo,
wait
he
for it to come
really
back.
mean that shit. This nigga said, Omos,
That's for
come
Omos.
back.
Yeah,
Come
that's
back with a
it.
vengeance.
Omos needs to come back, son.
Yo, so you know
Who
what I
gonna be the
thought about
man?
the other day? What if
Dr.
Omos
Umar. Boom.
No, I said what if Omos had
Come back with Dr.
joined
Umar.
Woods and Kofi?
No, that'd be great. That would be great. But also, bring
Since
that.
Odyssey Jones was supposed to be that third person, and
No, I would even do Dr. Umar.
That's what I just said.
Oh,
Yeah.
we are
listen,
not doing that.
listen, Dr. Umar. Hold up. Imagine this. New Day comes back. They go, Biggie wanted to be our manager. We're not bringing Biggie back. We're going a different direction.
We got security.
We got Dr. Umar coming out.
No.
And then imagine this. Dr. Umar caught a promo on Biggie. So, you got that watered down Ebony Queen.
Oh.
She's beautiful. She's beautiful.
Oh.
But she's not pure.
Couldn't get a purebred?
You couldn't get a purebred or some
That's
shit like that.
crazy.
And
Y'all
then
niggas is taking it too far. Omos as the security for New Day.
No, and then Dr. Umar brings out Omos, goes, it's time for the African giant to come out.
Mm-hmm.
Biggie, you are disgraced. Go back to your woman and your desk job.
That's crazy work. Yo, when they did say that though, I did agree with them on that because I was like, oh nigga, if you really wanted to be a manager, you could have been did that.
Oh,
listen.
Oh,
I love this is all jokes.
Yeah. You gotta tell people that because people take that shit too
you gotta put a
personal.
disclaimer now because people get in their feelings,
This is
and
all
that don't
jokes.
even be what it be.
This is all jokes. I'm joking about Dr. Umar. I'm like outside of everything, I'm generally happy for Biggie and Shorty because they generally look happy. Because I remember
he's in that new TV show on
Peacock.
Peacock.
No, because
I gotta watch that. It's called Laid. I gotta watch that.
He spoke about their first date.
Well, yeah, that happened at the viewing for Bianca and Montez.
Yeah, I was there and I remember seeing them. I was like, this motherfucker look happy as hell. It was really cute. So I don't want no beef.
Right. No, listen, I feel like every year we go into it like no beef. So we really 2025 is really no beef. Like if you got the problem, that's on you, baby. Yeah. That ain't on us.
Oh, I'm 25% serious about Dr. Umar.
Oh no, he's about solid 35. He's lying.
Like I'm dead serious about Dr. Umar being in WWE.
The one thing I did forget is that for Saturday Night Main Event, we did crown our first women's United States champion, Miss Chelsea Green.
Yo,
I l-
Testy.
yo,
I
that finisher
love
was
it. I love
fire.
it. And she went to Disney. She went to Disneyland. She said, "I want my belt and I'm going to Disneyland," because that's where her nigga was at. Because they did the GCW show. Oh, let me ask y'all what y'all think about that GCW appearance of Jericho, real quick.
Hypocrite.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Because
Thank
like
you.
how that,
I think it's a
be-
hypocrite.
because like how that
How you
you
pull
pick
one
and
nigga, but
choose.
then you
Yeah,
allow the other nigga to go.
yeah.
It,
Thank
it,
you.
it was a work.
It doesn't matter. It's
Uh,
principle. That's why it shows like how to honestly though, son. Like you playing favoritism. You will never admit that though, but it's
that
little
shit is
stuff like
corny
that.
though. Like I can listen, and this is coming from somebody who thinks everything's a work. That shit was corny. That was corny.
Well, the thing
Yeah.
is, the thing is, the thing is, the thing is. Listen. He don't like Ricky Starks.
At all.
Why are we?
But
Why are we this? Why we keep acting like there's a bigger issue here? He don't like Ricky Starks.
and
But you know what
this,
it is for me? It's just just be honest about that shit. Like
But I
don't
can't.
sit
But the thing
there.
about it, listen. You can't be honest about it because that's not. It doesn't look good. Regardless if you do like somebody or hate somebody, you can't blatantly say that. But we all see it. It's obvious.
Your
And
actions speak louder than your words.
Tony Khan moves. He's a typical wrestling booker.
yep,
That
yep,
don't want no
yep,
smoke.
yep.
But yeah, he's a typical wrestling booker because he's like they all got beef with each other. So he's just like, yo, you over there trying to be friends with WWE, you trying to leave here, man? F you, sit your ass down,
Yo,
Jericho. Go
and
over to
what's crazy is
GCW.
I don't even think that's the full part of it though, because when niggas want to go and support their friend, it's not a problem. But
He's
when
friends with the ops.
that shit is corny. But real
Yo,
quick, and
I've
then
been
we'll
been
get
saying that. I've been saying that Tony Khan is corny. Like
yeah,
how
no,
the
that shit
Tony
is
Khan,
corny.
like Tony Khan's Tony Khan is what basically a lot of the Monday bookers are. Like they don't look in your eye, they don't tell you the truth, and at the end of the day, they say, "Oh, everything is fine." But only difference is like how that now Tony Khan is the booker with like who put people on the contract. You know what bookers do in the indies? They have issue with you. They don't say nothing to you and never book you again. Cool. You hit them up, have conversation with you. They ignore you.
They
This
don't
is
like
what
people.
this is what modern day bookers are. And don't forget, a lot of people around our age have 500 different problems. I have anxiety. I can't do this. I can't do that. We all know what's like wrong with us, but yeah, we don't do shit about it.
But
That's
the thing,
it.
I don't think it's a new thing. I think booking's been acting like this way for years.
Probably for
Like
decades.
But
since
guess what? I cannot comment on bookers back in the day because I can't comment right now.
what I'm saying is
No,
that
but
this.
I'm just saying, like, when you really think about it, or even going back to some of, like, even the episodes of Dark Side of the Ring, or biographies, or things like certain things that you could
Mm,
kind of tell, like, like, certain people back in the day, they just wasn't, like, Moolah, I'm pretty sure she ain't tell nobody in their face how she really felt about them.
yeah.
But the thing about it, that's life though.
Mm-hmm.
We all work with people we don't like. We all have a boss that we don't like, except for me.
No, I actually like my boss very much,
I'm
actually.
talking about like in general, like in our lifetime. You either work with somebody you didn't like, or somebody that you work with you didn't like. It's just how it is. And
I definitely
sometimes,
had told somebody the other day, like, you're incompetent, and I can't. I did do that. My
listen,
bad.
that happens.
And y'all
But the
talk
thing,
about me, and y'all talk about me how the way that I like I talk to people.
but the thing about it,
I was at my end though. To be fair, like it take a lot for me to get there, because I don't really allow myself to get there. But I was just like, this is incompetence on a whole nother level,
but
Mm.
it's
and I can't.
but that's how
No,
it
I get
is.
it.
But it's like, yo, and then you're gonna some boss, and when you're a boss, there's people on your team you don't like, but you
And there's
can't
people that's
tell them.
not gonna like you, or people that's gonna envy you. That's just life.
But
That is
but the
true.
thing about it, you're not you can't say I don't like him.
Just straight up, nah, you
That's
can't. But
wild. That's wild. I can't be like, oh, I don't
yo,
like
but
you.
you know what it is? I would rather somebody say it, and at least I know what it is, than you play in my face and you act like, nah, it's not an issue, and it actually is an issue. Because that's
But
really what Ricky. That's what Ricky has said in the Chris Van Vliet interview. He was just like, Tony knew, like it wasn't like I hid it from him. But then also Ricky has said, he said, but if he had a problem with it, I am unaware of that. And
Well,
that's
the
really
thing
what the
Damn.
is,
issue is.
but I always this is something I always say. I always use this analogy. If you drinking juice, don't expect it to be water. Niggas know who Tony Khan is. You worked with him long enough to know what kind of man and human being that he is. He's not the type to be confrontational. He's not gonna tell you, "Hey, this is what's going on."
And
And
that goes back to Big Swole.
then when somebody else, because he said in the interview, he's like, when somebody else came to me about the fact that I shouldn't have went, he should have known right then and there. And I know Ricky's like, what's the big deal? Ricky's it sounds like a pretty upstanding cat. He probably was just like, yo, what do you mean by that? Like, explain this to me. He's like, I don't know. You know how people be like mad, like incognito, like this is a fucking episode of Carmen San Diego you're not using clues to figure shit out. No, what's going on? But he's not that type of person. So, and we all know you worked with him long enough and you heard people talk about it. You know, stop expecting juice when you're drinking water.
Okay. Well, all right, real quick. NXT was from Lowell, Massachusetts. They were on the road this week, and it was a throwback episode. First of all, Shawn Michaels really puts himself like. There's so many facades of Shawn Michaels throughout the show that it's crazy. Even going to Ethan Page reenacting the "I Lost My Smile" promo, which I didn't realize until halfway through the promo because I was just like, this was eerie familiar. And then I looked at Michael and I was just like, this nigga is redoing the Shawn Michaels "I Lost My Smile" shit. I can't believe that. I can't believe he doing that right now.
Yeah, reliving his whole career
And then which was
That was a
very
fire line
convincing.
though. That was a
It was
fire
very
line though.
convincing though.
Who taught you that line though?
What?
This. Who taught you that?
nobody.
Nigga, stop lying. Who taught you it, nigga?
Nobody.
Impressive. You impressing me with that. Okay. Okay.
Nigga
I'm gonna
said
use
no.
that.
Stop.
I'm
No,
gonna
because
use that.
I had a situation. It was actually I had a situation with my homeboys, and we had it was like a friend of ours, like a mutual friend of all three of us, and they were mad at her, and I was just like, yo, y'all niggas already know how she acts, bro.
But it still doesn't negate it because I'm actually going through a very similar situation with somebody I all know. And it's just be like, just because like that's who that person is doesn't mean that it's okay.
But
no, hold on. When I say that is, and this goes, we'll keep it wrestling based. Let's just think of Michael. Hey, Janelle, I'm leaving work. We'll text you when I'm home with the baby.
Okay. Because I'm recording, so I can't read the text. So that's why he said it there.
oh my gosh, we need to
No,
clip
it's like
that.
it's for instance, everybody said talk shit about Vince, right? And they're like, oh, Vince this, Vince that, Vince this, Vince that. And then when Vince be doing Vince shit, oh my God, this is so surprising. I can't believe he did this. What kind of person does this? Y'all niggas see this nigga on TV since we were 6 years old.
Sometimes
Doing
younger.
wild shit.
Yeah.
Doing
Oh yeah,
wild
nothing
shit.
surprised me. Like, and I think that's probably why I felt so like wasn't emotionally like,
Yeah,
oh
but
my
that's what
God, Vince, because I was just like, well,
Yeah, but then we have
all
friends.
right.
We have friends and families. We have people in our lives that's like, yo, that's how they move. It may not be right, but you know this is how they move. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So yeah,
Well,
so
yeah. But like I was gonna say like that's what I learned too, because it's just like having that friend who loved going to jail. Yo, this is who he is. He liked the street life. He liked dealing with hood people. He liked that shit. He likes the thrill. No matter how many times you get an opportunity, how many of your friends back in the day, just in general, you like, yo, my job is hiring just to get them off the streets. They may take it sometimes, they do, they fuck it up. Yo, man, like, why you tell the manager to suck your dick for? Why? Why? Like, why you have to fuck it up like this? And then you have to realize this, like, yo, This is who they are. They
That's how they
never
are.
gonna
Yeah.
change.
I knew
Listen, you
Will
just gotta
Smith.
accept people for how they are
I
going
knew,
into 2025.
I
What's
knew
that?
Will.
A single spy? Oh my God. How? Put that down.
Well,
Um,
listen.
That's
To
funny.
go back
That's
to
funny.
that's not funny at all.
He get a punch like he was part of the current core.
yeah, that's what it is. Because no, hold on. Let's really think about it. Listen,
But he wasn't the only one there. So
no,
that's what. Oh, but you know what? No, yeah, he was the only
no,
one
wait.
there.
Let's really think about this. Let's 100% think about this. You broke. First of all, we're technically in a fake war. We're losing this war. Let's hold on.
We all hold it.
WWE is whooping our ass in every type of capacity, right? Then one of the guys who's helping WWE whoop our ass is from our company, and he went over to the other company.
But technically, he went back to where he was. So,
but hold on, he helped start. It's like this. Let's say for instance.
No, you do. It's like when like my high school principal. He started my high school, and then the year I went, my freshman year, after my sophomore year is when he started the all boys school. Like he started a whole nother thing. But then he always found a way to come back to the original high school.
But hold on. Let's say for instance, we're doing this podcast, right? And we got beef with another podcast.
Wow,
right?
we're doing this again. Okay.
Straight beef. We got beef. And then Mr. Black goes to go with that other podcast. He started this podcast with us, and then he goes to the other podcast that we have beef with. And then he wants to come back to us like, hey guys, can I be a guest star? No, nigga.
But just like with Cody basically did this. Yo, he had a child and then said, yo, I don't want to be a dad. Start a whole new family and
That's
realize
wicked.
that how
I
that, yo,
definitely.
I don't want this family no more. Then we go back to original family. That's what he
But
did.
to be honest, the reason
That's
why Cody
wicked.
left, was they disrespected his wife.
But I want to hear that from him though, and I know that
Me too.
NTA won't allow it. But
Me
I
He
just
too.
want
won't.
to
He
hear
won't
from
say. He
him.
won't say it. But they
I
like
know he
it
won't.
was two of them disrespected his wife, and he got into a fist fight with one of them. That man threw
But listen,
hands.
at the end of the day, listen, it all
But
goes back to certain
that
things,
just
of course.
prove it like
But
that
it
just
goes
prove
back
it.
to just in everyday life, like there are just certain things for certain seasons. And that season that Cody was in AEW was just for that season. He did what he needed
Listen,
to do, and he decided that he did what he thought was best for him and his family and for his career was to go back to the foundation and to finish the story.
I understand
And
that,
that ain't
but
nobody's fault.
that's Cody's business. But Ricky,
Right.
your ass is still signed to AEW. Sit your ass here. I'm not saying that's right, but that's what Tony's thinking. Sit your
I
Nah,
don't
but
black
think
I'm
it's
ass.
not jacking
Tony.
that because he
I don't
wasn't
think
the
it's
only one
Tony.
there.
I don't think it's Tony. I just think that how that is
It's
the
the optics of it.
yeah,
He
no,
looks
no, 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 no,
silly.
no, 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 no. But the thing is this way, right? It's not like Ricky Starks was taking selfies like, no, he was walking behind stage, minding his business, trying to stay out the way. And you know who took the picture? Somebody from production. And it was Feenan. Oh my God, did he get it? And then that's what happened. Just like Ricky said, just like you said, Janelle, there was other people. So I really
Yeah.
truly believe that they single him out. And I think that somebody got in his head. It's probably people that he trusts within there and say, yo, don't trust this dude because you're over there with Cody.
But
You feel
also too,
me?
he wasn't even using him when he did the shit. So
No,
like what
but the thing
it
about it,
matter?
it proves the point. My brother said a little bit about that. He didn't like Ricky in the first place. So this gives him a reason to keep him on the sideline.
But then Scoot to well, he was always a Cody guy because I was like, he scooped him up out of NWA so fast, the fuck.
That was Cody who did
But
that.
that was Cody that did that. So
So listen. He's just gotta wait till his contract is over, go to WWE. Because obviously this dude doesn't like him. Unless things change over there. But
listen, if this is all a work on us, I won't even. I'll let it go. But if this some real shit that you still you hoarding talent when talent can be able to do other things, and then they want to do other things, and you allow them to do other things, but then you allow one person to do it, but not the other. It's a recipe for a disaster.
Which
Why?
Like that
one?
whole like
But
Jericho popping up at that GCW show,
that's a bigger risk. That's a bigger
I
risk.
get they trying to build to the ROH show, which is today, which is going against HOG tonight here in New York. I get it, but keep that same energy. Don't tell this nigga no, but then you tell everybody else yes,
Thank you.
because that
But
shit
the
looks
thing is,
crazy.
y'all acting like he's supposed to be fair. He's not fair, and he don't like him.
I'd
That is
rather you
it.
just tell me.
He
Just
ain't gonna
tell me
tell him.
that. But
Y'all asking for juice, and y'all drinking water.
well,
But my
make
thing is
sure
this way.
there's
It's just
no lead
like
in it though.
my thing is this way.
Also.
Like it's just like Tony Ben showed who he was what he did to Swole, and we didn't believe him.
Nah, I did. That's why I haven't. Well, outside of that one Dynamite me and your brother went to, I haven't been to AEW show.
She was too long.
And it's too long. It don't make sense. It's just a whole bunch of shit. So
All right.
I'm
So,
good on
what are
that.
your
So
top events for this year?
wait, hold on, real quick. I'm finishing up NXT real quick. So the main event was Trick Williams versus Eddie Thorpe's little Native American DJ ass, and he ended up pushing Shawn Michaels at the very end after. And that's the whole thing with CW, which I'm kind of like fuck, is that CW is a hard 10 o'clock. So anything after that, baby, you got to look on social media for. So that's exactly what happened. Was when because it was a double pin, and that's how the match ended. But in an event of a double pin, the champion still retains. So Eddie was a little upset, and Shawn Michaels came out, and I really don't know if they trying to work Shawn Michaels back into one more match. I don't know what's gonna happen, but something don't feel right. So we're gonna keep seeing. But once again, we are gearing up for NXT in LA the day after the Raw debut on Netflix. Where the main event will be Obafemi versus Trick Williams for the NXT title. So super excited about that. We're also getting Roxanne Perez versus Julia for the
Mm.
NXT Women's Championship. And they probably, but shout outs to Nathan Frazier and Axiom. Probably, and this actually is probably going to go into some of our this year review categories. So, like, most improved, I'm not going to hold you. Them niggas is definitely on a list for me.
They
Cause,
are.
like,
They are.
cause I really,
I
and
agree.
y'all know how I feel about two niggas getting together and being a tag team, and y'all not really a tag team. But they've really been able to really showcase not only themselves as individuals, but themselves as a tag team. And
But
that's
that's how
something I
all
can
tag team
appreciate.
starts, Janelle. Two people come together. Yo,
Nah.
side note. Speaking of tag teams, you know that Devon Dudley sons are signed to AEW.
They were, and then they weren't being used. So now Devon wants them to go to NXT.
I'm looking like I forgot all about that.
Yeah. But it's a lot of things, a lot of people that were either signed, like, no bullshit, had no idea Willie Mack was signed until that whole shit about him couldn't do the GCW show.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And
I
I
said,
said,
wait, Willie got a contract with
yeah, he
AEW?
signed to Ring of Honor.
What?
Mm,
That shit is crazy to me.
yeah.
But all right, what are your thoughts on or you can give a few people most improved in 2024?
Oh gosh. Uh, and
Definitely Dominic in the ring definitely improved. I will give him that too.
Nia Jax is last year, right?
Nah, actually it's this year.
Nia Jax came back this year, right?
She came back towards the end. I think I feel like end of last year, but like this year was her year. Like
Okay, okay,
if
okay,
you're
okay, okay,
gonna
okay,
include her
okay,
in
okay,
that
okay.
most improved, I
Okay,
actually would
okay.
for this year.
Yes, I have to put up for this year. Nia Jax, in my book, is definitely most improved. I gotta speak. I have to say that Nia Jax is definitely most improved throughout the whole year. Like, yeah, definitely in ring, promo, premise. She
How
like
she's
had
being
that.
presented.
Yeah, how she presented. She's so confident, and everything like that. Yes. MED99, he said Braun Breaker on the promo side. Okay. So what about y'all, man? Who are y'all
Yeah,
guys
if you
most
guys in the
improved?
Bronson Reed,
Bronson Reed.
absolutely.
Yes. Bronson
In
Reed.
actuality,
Okay.
because we're gonna get to the OMG moment, that fucking seven tsunamis. Oh, buddy, he will definitely be missed for the majority of 2025. Let me tell you.
It's snowing? Fuck.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it's supposed to. It's like a light snow.
But yes, he's
It's like
definitely gonna
snow
be
and
missed.
rain.
He's definitely gonna be missed for 2025.
Sean said Anna Jane Ring and Hook.
Okay. Okay.
Somebody just said outside too. Is it snowing? Bad loud. Um, Sean said Braun Breaker. Michael
Carlos
Boston said Parker
Martinez.
Martinez. I don't know if that's a total improve. Like I just feel like Liv Morgan absolutely is in that conversation. Like Liv came back and was like, "I'm on a revenge tour. Watch me." Like legit.
I
So
feel
I
like Liv
definitely do.
Morgan, like
Something sucks.
I feel like Liv Morgan was always was good, but she finally had the opportunity to put it all together. There you go. Yo,
Um,
what happened to Alexa Bliss?
she had a baby.
How many years ago was it? Like 2 years ago?
Yeah, but she had a baby. So I think she's gonna be one of them Rumble entries to come back. But she had a baby.
Someone
Oh,
said
Jay,
they,
gotta be in
yeah,
the conversation.
yeah,
I'm back. Just
Welcome
doing
back.
it. What did you guys
Most
say?
improved this year.
Most improved this year?
yeah.
Hmm.
I said Nia
Oh, I'm
Jax.
definitely gonna go Jay Uso overall
Nah, nah.
too.
Most improved all around is Nia Jax.
I
That's what your
said
I
brother
that.
love
said
you,
too.
Nia Jax.
I'm hollering.
What you just did?
This nigga instead of "I love you" solo, did "I love you" night.
I love you, Nia Jax.
I love that's
I
mad
love you,
syllables.
Nia Jax.
See, that's the only reason why that hits for him because solo is two syllables. Once you go past two syllables, that shit don't hit the same.
I
Or go,
love you,
I love
Nia.
you, Nia.
There you go.
I love
Yeah,
you,
there you
Nia.
go. You got to keep it short and sweet.
I love you,
Biggest
Jax.
disappointment in 2024.
MJF.
Wait, 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 wait,
Oh,
wait, 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 wait. Who is your most improved, Janelle?
oh, mine's. I mean, I definitely said Nathan Frazier and Axiom together as a tag team.
Okay, I'm gonna say yeah, my bad. So the
Um,
biggest. Okay, so who your biggest disappointment?
he said MJF. That actually is not a
Okay.
bad. You know what? I'm gonna say Edge.
Nigga, he died.
Right, but didn't have to. That was a choice.
Um.
Because in all honesty, I would have loved to seen how that year with him not being injured would have looked.
Okay, that's not fair, Janelle, because he got
That
hurt.
is fair. But that was a
Um.
choice.
Michael said Odyssey Jones.
I
Facts. Hitting women. I was upset. Okay, for me, biggest
took that shit personally.
biggest disappointment. Biggest disappointment. Oh, like, dang, bro. Fuck you, son. Dang, son. Mercedes Monet.
Yeah.
Biggest disappointment, son.
Yeah. Like I'm
And
glad she got the check that she
it's
got, but
not, yeah,
baby.
she is trash. The fact that you brought this Amazon looking girl with you and you did nothing with her, bro. Biggest
Well, that's
disappointment,
AEW
dogs.
fault, to be honest. AEW
Well,
should
the
have
Biggest
never
thing
gave
is,
that
disappointment.
the thing is, they can't. I think what it is for Mercedes is that it's the system doesn't work for her.
no, because
Mercedes,
she's too big, to be honest, she's too big of a superstar, I think, in that
no,
bubble.
No.
I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that. I think they are asking Mercedes to hold on one second.
Wait, Janelle. So what do you mean? Like, why you feel like how it didn't work because she's too much of a big superstar? Elaborate
I
on
just
that.
I just feel like in terms of how things are produced, how things are done, like with WWE when she was with WWE, they did their best to kind of like adjust certain things. Like they knew she wasn't good on the mic, so we didn't give her a mic for that long. Like they were
Facts.
able to showcase her strengths a lot more than her
Facts.
weaknesses. And I felt like that was a great way of focusing on the character itself. Whereas in AEW, it was just like, well, who the fuck are you? Like, am I cheering for you? Am I booing for you? Like, do I like you? Do I not like you? Do I like? Why are you talking so much? Like,
I
and it's
feel
not to say the in ring is always going to be phenomenal
yeah,
for
it's
her.
never
Like,
that.
it's
It's never
not.
that.
It's never going to be the talent. It's just the presentation of her has not been the best. And it definitely adds to the investment as us as fans to be on her side or be against her. Like, yo, when you in a whole, well, I mean, you in an arena full of probably with like 1,000, 1,500 people, and people screaming, "Shut the fuck up!" Like, bro, like that's not even like if they did it to Dom. All right, I can understand that, but Sis, what are we
I
doing?
I feel another disappointment, but nothing because of what she did, but the company around her. Willow Nightingale.
I'm not gonna hold you. And this is gonna be a little funny. I'm very disappointed that Swerve still isn't champion. I'm not gonna hold y'all. Like, doesn't still don't sit well with me how that all went down. And to this day, I still would be like, yo, they didn't the title never had to be a thing for Daniel Bryan to have a moment for all to then drop it to John Moxley and now to be in the Moxley vortex. It's just like, this ain't
I didn't see that one.
because, and that's how I felt because I challenge everyone. If Swerve still had the belt and he did that promo, well, he did the interaction with Rico on Wednesday, and he had the belt on him. Just him having the belt on him is just a bigger presentation, and it gives a different meaning. And I felt like the moment they double back just to give Daniel Bryan that moment for him to then like retire full time, and now Moxley be, and then what they're doing with that, and everyone's still confused on what the fuck they're doing. It just wasn't worth it. This was not worth it to me at least.
I feel like the whole thing, like everything was so this disappointment. A lot of the characters went down. She's talking about disappointment. AEW another big disappointment as a whole because even Orange Cassidy, that
That nigga
his
should have won that belt. If we really gonna be honest, he should have won. Even him, and granted, if this is all for Darby to win the belt in a
All right,
big
my
way,
bad, guys. My bad, guys.
it's cool. Welcome back.
I had to renew. I'm trying to renew my lease.
No, I
Right?
like that for you. You gotta
No, because
protect your.
because
Got
I don't want. I was looking at other buildings, but then I was like, I really like this building. But anyways, back to there.
okay. That's good.
So I know y'all.
Biggest disappointment. Explain about MJF because that actually is a good point.
So when I say
oh yeah, facts.
when I'm saying MJF, the reason why I'm saying MJF is because MJF is supposed to be that dude.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
face, heel, whatever. You're supposed to be that dude.
Mm-hmm.
And as this, like, I want everybody to really look at this year of his body of work this year. Granted, injuries have happened. Feuds that he's been in has been like
stale.
Had a change. But the problem with MJF is he hasn't, and my brother uses this word a lot. He hasn't evolved as a character. All his feuds, for the most part, is the same shit over and over again.
It's been circling around Adam Cole, and it just we tired.
Thank you.
We tired.
Yeah, so it's like,
and then we added Roddy, and then we added Kyle, and it was just like, what are we?
Thank you.
Yeah, because it goes this constant go around, and then you get to MJF. That's great the first 3 times.
Yep.
And the 4th, 5th times, then the promos haven't gotten better. Because let's really think about it. He's always does shut the F up. I'm here. This city sucks. Yes, classic heel stuff he's doing. Great.
Thank you.
Awesome. But where are you evolving? Because what we need to talk about is wrestling's at a different place.
Mm-hmm.
Where the old stuff is great because listen, it's like basketball. You still gotta take a jump shot. But the game the game has evolved. Fans have evolved. He hasn't evolved since he's gotten there. Yep. And he's put on some banger matches, and I'm not gonna take that away, but he's not the ticket draw anymore. Like we were talking about him being that guy that's gonna potentially like
carry the company,
compete with the top guys of WWE, and not like right next to them, but be right under them. And the reason why I say he has been the disappointment because he's not moving the needle.
Oh, last but not least, we'll go to the OMG moment. I'm a little disappointed in Impact not giving that belt to
Joe Henry.
Yeah. Because they know he's leaving.
But still.
Once again,
They gave that belt to Daniel Bryan knowing damn well in 2 months that nigga was gonna be like, I'm gonna go sit on down.
But
Don't do
that's
that.
that's different.
That's two different companies.
And it's two different
It's the
situations.
same thing.
It's the fact that I make you my champion. You're gonna walk out the door sooner or later and go somewhere else, and I'm making you hot. There's a difference between. No, hold on.
NXT did.
No, but the thing about it, you're keeping the hotness going. You're keeping you're keeping him white hot. Like,
but I felt like the opportunity. So why I say that is I feel like the opportunity when he went on NXT and low key, everybody that didn't know him now knew of him.
Thank you.
They were encouraged to watch Impact to see him do
you.
dope shit. And when they didn't pull that trigger on him doing that, I felt like that was a missed opportunity. That's why I said that.
Yeah, but hold on. Listen. Two things can be right.
Yeah.
They could be wrong about it, but it also, and the other part of it is, I'm making you my champion. It's about the booker. Listen, I like loyalty. That's why I stay with certain women. Loyalty.
You're annoying. We know. Also, Impact letting go Scott D'Amore was outrageous. I will say that too.
No, that is the OMG moment that's the OMG moment.
Yo, one of mine, because I try to think of like live shows that I went to. Well, us being on the floor for Rumble was pretty dope. Naomi coming back and we being there on the floor for that was dope.
You know what? Like, this has been one of those years where, like, mentally tough for me, but then it's also like a dope experiences in professional wrestling.
Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna hold you. Naomi, Jade, and Bianca coming out of WrestleMania, I was balling. And that stadium cold as fuck. Like they did that. They did fucking Destiny's Child at WrestleMania. This shit is crazy. Definitely had that moment.
My OMG moment is WrestleMania 40 for me. Bro, with Dwayne. Listen, so we did the viewing party, right? The first night, I said, all right, I'm gonna do the viewing party this night, but I gotta be there the second night. In live and in person. So I watched, so we had the viewing party at like a casino, like
the live casino, which was right by
the arena. So when there was a match or two before the main event, I ran over to the arena with my ticket. Shout out to WWE for taking care of a dark-skinned brother. I walked into that arena, bought some popcorn, because
you can watch the movie.
Because got the popcorn, got my diet Mountain Dew, Baja Blast.
Ew. But they don't come in diet.
Diet Mountain Dew, ew.
Yes, Mountain Dew comes in diet.
Diet Baja Blast? That comes in diet?
Yeah, at Taco Bell.
And there's no Taco Bell out there.
And the arena had the Little Caesars in Lincoln Financial Field Stadium, because that actually would hit. That food, that little Caesar piece of me and Mikey got.
So it was regular Mountain Dew. I still fuck with Mountain Dew is my shit. It's like I feel like it's the 1990s and I'm taking gamma radiation into my body. I turn into a superhero.
Oh, speaking about superheroes, super excited about Superman.
I'm not excited about Superman, but I want to see it.
I realized it after seeing the trailer. I was like, you know what? That's actually low-key probably my favorite superhero. I ain't gonna hold you.
This nigga more basic than a Bronx chick with a bad weave.
No, don't do that. We're not gonna talk about basic now.
So okay. So what else? So my OG moment for the year. I don't. Come back to me because I can't think of it.
But to go back to what I was saying, it was like we witnessed multiple people come back.
Yeah.
At WrestleMania 40. Yeah. And I also think the energy around that WrestleMania.
Yeah.
It was different.
It was a whole different thing.
It was different. And they prepared, I think, everybody for it to be different, because it wasn't the first time Mania was 2 nights. It wasn't the first time, stuff like that. And even down to NXT takeover, like not even to like Stand and Deliver, like for Carmelo and Trick to main event and be the first to do that for the first time, two black men like that, WrestleMania weekend, and it being not WrestleMania, like that shit, that
Didn't
whole week was
didn't they
just
sell
a
out?
lot of
They
firsts. You
did,
said
yeah, they
what?
did, they
They
did,
sold out. They sold out near that
Yeah,
arena, right?
they
Yeah.
had like
they
11,
did.
12,000 people in that arena at like 12 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like it's you know what it is. At our big age. I think one of the beautiful things about our big age is that
our
as
big
wrestling
age.
fans, we've
It all.
literally seen the ups and downs of the business.
Mm-hmm.
Like we literally saw
Mm.
the boom of independent wrestling. Like we were
Yes.
involved in that. Like
Mm-hmm.
when NXT Gold was hot and independent wrestling was like it was a place
On
that
fire.
you can make six figures being a top indie guy.
Yo, you know how many people used to come to the Mecca in Jersey? How many people
Yeah,
that we met?
They
Now they're on
yeah.
still
TV.
do.
So
Still do.
but then to see the you know the 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 depths of hell of WWE per se, like when it was at its down spot, and when things weren't going right, when a product was trash,
Yeah.
and then now we're at another, and then we saw AEW come to come to life, like 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 these past 10 years in professional wrestling have been insane. Like we saw a birth of a new company.
Oh, really? The last five? Really since like 2018, 2019.
Yeah,
Like,
but I would even say last, let's say seven, because that 2 years before when AEW was about to come up, we saw the boom in like indie wrestling.
wait, hold on a minute. This person, I don't even know who this is. DC underscore the second one, the
The collector.
collector. I'm gonna just totally tell you, AEW does not do it right.
No.
I'm just gonna put that on
No.
the table. Now, if it works for you, baby, it works for you. That is fine. But I am not. I like to breathe a little bit now, like,
Yeah.
and I like to be able to enjoy like what I just watched, and I don't get that feeling when I'm sitting for 12 hours watching one pay per view for one night.
So
I feel
so
like having like 2 hours, like I feel having 2 days. I think that shit is dope because it gives you opportunity. Let's say how that you're an independent wrestler. You know what? I'm busy Saturday, but I could go Sunday.
Yeah,
You
a
feel
lot of the
me?
guys do that too.
but I will say this. Shout out to Liam. My homeboy Liam said this. He said this thing that I will always I liked when he said this. That 5+ hours of AEW worked because it was a quarter paper. It was a quarter a year.
Yes.
Every
Yes.
quarter
Yes.
they had a pay-per-view. So
Yes.
you know what? I got 3 months of built-up storylines. We're gonna toss it into this mega movie.
You're right.
But now, if you're doing a pay-per-view every month and it's 5 hours, this is asinine at this point. This is a bunch of wasted matches that could have been on Dynamite.
But
You just
also the two nights, it gives people the option of choosing. Not only that, but also um on AEW side, as you mentioned, as Liam has said, and I now when you said that, I'm like, that's probably why it's a struggle. Cause like who wants, and now we got it almost every other month.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sit
It
for
is. It
12
is.
hours.
It's basically every month at this point. But
So
then the thing about it, let's even go deeper, on a psychological level. The year is 2025. We are watching content on our phone that's 30 seconds. That's a minute. That's a minute and a half. Our
Yeah.
attention span,
ooh, is that an all-time low?
Yeah.
all-time low. Our attention span
All-time low.
is in the depths of hell. It is
Yeah.
dancing with
It's in negative.
it is
It's in
dancing with
negative.
Satan. It is dancing with Satan right now doing the bachata slide. I just made that up. I don't even know that's a real thing. The bachata slide. That sounded mad ill.
That
Like
sounded
it
crazy.
is in the depths of hell. So having a 5+ hour show with our attention span of people in their mid-30s and younger, that is wild,
Bro,
diabolical behavior.
that shit is unacceptable. But I will say though, and I hope someone from WWE is hearing and listening. Not every pay per view got to be too nice. That like, I'm okay with Mania. I'm okay with SummerSlam. We got to draw the line at Royal Rumble because I'm not doing 2 nights of that.
No,
Royal
Y'all
hold
not
Rumble
on,
gonna
should
hold
give
not be
me
on.
too
2 nights
nice.
for that.
Royal Rumble should not be 2 nights.
Never.
I do enjoy WrestleMania
Like
being
if
2
you
nights.
decided to,
Yes.
even if I would even allow Survivor Series if you did one night War Games and one night traditional, I'll even allow that.
That's too
Nah,
much.
that's too much.
But Royal Rumble should never be 2 nights.
But the thing
Ever.
about it is what I've been talking about. Yo, the bread is crazy right now. The money for professional wrestling, the mere fact, you said it, the mere fact cities are throwing money at WWE
Yeah.
to come host them. So the thing is, what they're looking at is we can double this money.
Yeah. And
We
don't
can-
forget, usually is like the Raw, the SmackDown, and Saturday and Sunday, you get 4 days.
Yeah. So you get 4 days of people staying in the city because I've done it.
Yeah. I have to.
I would even throw this at you. You get Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Then you could even get an early day on Saturday to have NXT. So you get like 5 or 6 shows one night. Then you also get the indie shows that's coming in to run during that time. So they're looking at, okay, we're gonna make this deal. You're gonna double the bread though.
But the thing is, even though that some people like the DC the Collective said that, oh, I'd rather have Sunday to go back home. You could do that. You set your own schedule.
You could do that.
Either
Yo,
way,
I'm
you set your own
I'm
schedule.
sitting here like, yo, when it's WrestleMania weekend, most
Yeah.
niggas know, like, all right, Thursday's gonna be Wale, so at least
Yeah.
Thursday we gonna be in the town.
Right,
And then,
Thursday.
like, for me, like, when we did LA, and that's why, like, I don't mind the West Coast shit sometimes because of the time difference does help. Not only did it end early, but, like, I took a red eye Sunday night and went and slept to come back to New York to go to work. Like, so, like, you are your own person. If Sunday is your rest day, then my nigga do night one and call it a day.
Listen.
And guess what? By the time you get home, you either go to Legends Bar, you go chill at your homie's crib, and guess what? You can chill at home. And guess what? That's your day to rest. It gives you so much more control.
They don't want nobody to rest. When WWE's in town, nobody's resting.
You can't do nothing. And that's why, like, I always recommend, like, if it's in a city you've never been to, go to the city before you do the WWE thing, because you're not gonna be able.
What I do is stay after
anything. Yeah, no, I don't do none of that. I go before. Like when we did New Orleans, I went to New Orleans like 3-4 months before that WrestleMania.
I gotta go WrestleMania this year. I gotta go WrestleMania this year. Like I gotta go to like
5+ hours
like,
on the biggest show on a Saturday. And yes, AEW regular pay-per-view should be no more than 3 hours, but WWE needs more than 5 matches on the regular show. I agree with y'all for sure. I like the 5 matches though, because then you like Sir Wilkins mentioned, our attention span is crazy low. Like if we sit here for 8 matches, whoo, baby, you gonna lose me at that 5th one.
Only if 9 is wrestling though.
And don't forget, don't forget, yes, you may get to 5 matches, but that Raw, you get in a banger, son. You get it in banger at a 9 o'clock hour and at the 10 o'clock hour. Well, 8 and 9.
When
Come
AEW
on.
does that, when they do like the 12 matches, you do be like, all right, so what the fuck is the point of watching Dynamite?
But I think WWE's at a place where like Miz said it too, like they got too many superstars.
Yeah, so you don't have as much room and space. So to do it to give people the opportunity to be on the card, because that was the biggest thing for SummerSlam. Niggas was like, well, why such and such is not on here? Why such and such not on here? And it's just like, well, it's one night. Like, what y'all expect? Like, come on now. But all right, let's go through real quick. Best rivalry of 2024.
Best rivalry of 2024 is old bloodline versus the new bloodline. Ain't no conversation about this. We just cooked up good food once again.
We put up in the pot CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre.
That was cute. That's number 2, because you know I love me some Drew. But number 1 always will be the bloodline versus the new bloodline. Solo, I love you. Because the reason why this is bars, we are witnessing history at its finest in professional wrestling. How a storyline staying fresh. How does it stay fresh for so long? You know how things expire? You ever put something in the fridge and then you pull it out and it stinks?
Yo, what really reset it the whole shit was when they had put Paul Heyman through that table. I said, oh, that was a hard reset.
We cooking. And then another one, Swerve versus Hangman. Beautiful. Number 3 on my list. Number 3 on my list, because Swerve and Hangman was delicious.
Definitely top 5. And you know what's crazy? Neither one of them really recovered since then. Neither one of them have been in a worthy feud. Like Hangman being around that Christian shit, that's confusing and that don't make no sense.
But that's the problem because Christian shit I think will work out because I think Christian can work and make things possible. But you also got to realize like
oh shit.
What?
The difference between AEW and WWE right now is what I said earlier is the plethora of superstars and mega superstars that's on WWE television. AEW has a very few superstars and like okay players on there where okay I can't mix and match somebody and throw somebody with somebody else and this is gonna work. Or the person still feels strong. The person feels like a superstar without it. Because what you just said is absolutely true. Like Swerve is in this thing with
he in the vortex with the Hurt Business 2.0 fucking with Rico Booty and it just be like, well,
but it's because this doesn't feel intense. Like I'm not taking it away from you. They haven't really built up the Hurt Syndicate like that. They're presented very well, and I like them, but they haven't been built up to be this mega force yet. Then
especially
you have,
in all honesty, you know what I would have rather? I would have rather them niggas walked up to John Moxley and be like, "What's up?"
Yeah,
like I would have rather MVP interrupted John Moxley and them niggas one night on Dynamite and been like, "Oh, so you trying to control the company? Bet." And did some wild shit with them. I actually would have been invested in that versus whatever the fuck is going on right now.
The only reason why you would have been invested in that because they turned into a race riot.
No.
Yes.
No.
Because, bro, it is literally
especially with the niggas on the other side that I really don't really want to, you know.
No.
So no.
Moxley is basically a racist group, and Hurt Business is Black Power. That's what it is.
Well, I mean, it looks like they need Black Power because everybody else that's trying to buck up to them.
No. According to Bobby Lashley, I don't want to hear that Black champion shit.
Bobby Lashley, I don't care if he's Panamanian, Puerto Rican, Dominican. I don't care what he is. Me black. That man is black, like big nigga black. That nigga is slavery black.
I wonder
that nigga. He probably does. It don't matter what. It don't matter. He is a nigga.
I'm hollering.
And then in my book, he's a black champion. Love you, Bobby Lashley, but you a black champion to me. Just like Hangman Page, he's a white champion. Rey Mysterio, he's a Latino champion. I don't care. I'm using race and ethnicity in my conversation.
Listen, Nakamura out here being the best Japanese intercontinental U.S. champion ever.
Why can't we talk about who we are? Why can't I talk about I'm being Haitian? I'm a Haitian champion. Why can't I talk about that?
You know,
I'm proud of it.
He's right.
All right, real quick.
First country in the Western Hemisphere to get our independence.
Shut up.
Out of here.
For me, the feud of the year is, I have to say, is for me, the OMG moment is the New Day breaking up, the New Day kicking out Big E. That was one. And another OMG moment was when Sting and Darby retained the titles at his last match.
This nigga love Darby Allin, son.
Nah, I fucks with him. I fucks with it. That's why they be doing him. They low key be doing him dirty.
Oh my gosh.
Like he a daddy, son.
No,
he a daddy.
We did match of the year.
That's how you love Muscle Malcolm. I love you, Muscle Malcolm. Oh,
I actually do. Are you jealous? Are you jealous?
Man.
Are you jealous, nigga?
Match of the year.
This nigga jealous. This nigga jealous. This nigga want to go out and smoke weed with his friend. I'm a Kofi Kingston right now. Smoke some weed. Ooh, yeah, I feel good about myself.
Yo, if they ever did a segment with Kofi.
Let's do together, man. Let's go to the car, man, with our wife's friend. It makes jokes. I love his kids, man. I get to pick them up with one hand.
Kids are sweet. Don't do that. Adam is fine. Don't do that. Don't throw Adam into your madness.
Adam
don't do that.
is just an accessory of the joke. All right.
Yeah, but don't use him like that. Use somebody else.
That's who we hang out with. Muscle Malcolm and Adam. He
also hang out. What was that nigga name? Because I met him in Canada.
Who?
Wilkins. What's the other one name that moved down here?
Liam?
Yeah, him. Use Liam.
Who's Liam?
He another
I've
white
never
nigga
seen
that
this
hang
man
out with his
before.
your brother.
I've never seen him in pictures, so he don't count.
But I'm telling you that nigga hang out with that
If
nigga.
it's
So
not
use
in
that nigga.
pictures, he don't count.
I
I
want
got
my
a picture.
future wife to love me like Jacob loves Solo.
That's crazy
Facts.
work. Match of the year.
Match of the year.
Why you say Cody?
Nah. I mean, for me, low key was Hell in a Cell. I ain't gonna hold y'all.
Yeah.
Hell in a Cell delivered for me. And I was a little hesitant because they haven't really been able to really do it, I feel like, in a way where you felt invested. But this was the time where I was like, oh, they purposely positioned it to be the end of the feud. Like, it was like when you play 2K and you use the steel cage to end the rivalry, like, that's what that was.
Match of the year, yeah. I have to say that was match of the year,
Really? Y'all think that was match of the year, boy?
It's one of
big
them
dogs.
for me,
What
like
you
that I
got?
can
What you got
remember
then?
because I'm going off of memory. Another one that I actually really did like that I feel like doesn't get as much credit and attention is when Jade and Bianca went against them girls in France and won the belts back.
I
That
know
was
what you're
actually
talking
really
Those like which girls? No, they used to be cool with Mandy Rose.
Isla Dawn and what's her face?
Yeah. They
And
used to be
Elba
cool with Mandy
Fire.
Rose. Yeah, Mandy Rose crew.
No,
Listen,
they
listen.
not Mandy Rose crew. They not Mandy Rose.
Listen.
Wait. Is that the one that had the witches of NXT? Right
Yes.
here. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So my match of the year is Swerve and Will Ospreay.
That match was fire, Source.
That shit was fire.
Really, Swerve and Daniel Bryan is up there too, even though I don't agree.
No, Swerve. So, all jokes aside and all personal feelings, I know he don't like me. I'm gonna put that out there, but I'm gonna show him love real quick. Swerve's body of work this year,
yes,
is in the ring. Swerve's body of work in the ring is number one this year.
Yeah.
There's nobody topping his body of work this year.
And let's go back to what I said last week's episode. Swerve was shooting in the gym. Swerve was proof everything. When he first came to AEW, his promo was trash. His direction was trash. So you know what he did? He reinvented himself with Prince and Nana as a collective. And that's the thing we have to do. Not every the most sexiest thing, unsexy thing you could do as far as developing you as a person is putting work in the gym. Nobody want to see you in the gym. That's when that you are your most ugliest, your most rawest form in the gym. You practice out jump shot, different forms, everything. Swerve definitely put in work in the gym. At the end of the event, he treated it as if he had AEW. There's no different quality, none of that. So Swerve to me definitely putting that work in to improve himself.
Swerve's body of work this year is number one.
It has substance to it.
Not from January 1st to now, his body of work is number one.
I'm gonna add into the OMG moment when John Cena announced his retirement. I'm gonna put that on there because I was there and that hurt. I'm not prepared for the final year.
Y'all remember when John Cena announced that he killed Osama bin Laden?
No, all right. Rookie of the year.
You don't remember that? You don't remember that?
No.
You
son, he really came out and said, "We got him." like he was part of it. He didn't do that.
No, he didn't.
Oh my God! Remember that. My nigga, I'm pulling this shit up, son. My niggas, y'all niggas don't even know what you're talking.
Stories, dude.
I'm not telling stories.
Yo, I'm not sitting here. I'm not sitting here saying that that's not what was said, but I'm sitting here saying I don't remember ever hearing Jonathan Cena being like, "We got him, niggas." Like we did it. Like
he didn't say we got him, niggas, but he said he was like,
he might as well. But why you go look that up? Rookie of the year.
Hold up.
I'm gonna say Obafemi.
Me too.
I'm saying Jada Parker.
Yeah.
Jada Parker.
Definitely her.
Hold on. Right here.
We have caught and compromised to a permanent end Osama bin Laden.
Told you. I told y'all.
This nigga said we.
He said weak heart.
Listen, welcome to London.
Osama bin Laden, like it was, like he was in there.
Like he
'Cause
was
played-
in the. Yo, you know what? John Cena could do no wrong, so it doesn't matter. He did it. He did it. He helped.
He was a Marine before. Yeah, I
Yeah,
forgot.
that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. I told you because I remember that. I remember watching that pay-per-view, and
That's crazy.
and then before he left, before he stepped out, he did like this.
Yeah, no, yes, but OMG, yeah, when Cena came out, because at home y'all could see like what his shirt said, what the towel said. So, but being there physically, you couldn't see that. I'm glad Sean said that because I actually was gonna say Tatum Paxley was definitely gonna be on my Rookie of the Year list too.
Who else is that? Tatum
On
Paxton? Who the fuck
NXT,
is-
she's been fucking killing it on NXT. She definitely went on Impact as well. Had a whole feud with Wendy Choo. Nah,
Oh, another
Tatum.
person that most improved this year is I gotta say my son Dolphy.
Who?
Dolph Ziggler.
Dolphy. Yeah.
Oh, okay. You
Yeah.
say Ziggs. I was like, who? All right. Last but not least, who is to watch in 2025? Who is
Jada
somebody?
Parker. Jada Parker.
For
Parker.
me,
Jada Parker.
who to watch is a couple of things. I say wrestling. That's a company to watch for next year. They champion Darius Carter. I'm telling you.
I hope he
he's
gets
definitely-
IDs.
Yes, like he's definitely a person
To
to
be
watch
honest.
out for. Him, Yaya, Rayhan, and stuff like that. John to South, definitely a person. People and a company to watch for, as I say. Battle Club, company to watch for next year. Another person I feel like needs to watch out. LPW, yes, definitely LPW. Those guys out there, definitely a company to
Only
watch
King.
out for. Only King, yes.
The
That don't
African-
look like his name.
the African American Dragon.
That tatted his whole head.
That is fire.
Wait, only Titus.
Yeah, he tatted his whole head.
Oh, y'all want to see that? I'm gonna show y'all real quick.
I saw it on Instagram, but you can show your brother. I saw it on IG.
Oh,
going
Tax Corner Crew, yeah.
You know what I will say? I did like the two black niggas on NXT that had that little. They had a little rift, but then they was talking right next to Wesley, little tink tink ass. So I kind of hope they figure something out with the three of them. I think that'd be really dope for him, cause then he could double back on that Rascals thing, and be like, "Yo, I got niggas that's about what I'm about."
Oh,
so I kind of wonder.
I can't. There's no picture of it. You don't got no picture online yet. But
I saw him doing it. So yeah. If you see him tonight, then you'll see it. Right.
Yeah, American Alpha. I feel like
I want more. Yeah, I want more.
That and Shinsuke Nakamura.
Okay.
Carmelo.
What about you?
Carmelo.
Oh, Big Hayes. Big Hayes.
Question to you guys. So as everyone, if you do not know, there is currently a portal that is open between all three brands on WWE side, and they are secretly kind of doing like a trade type of situation. So like even on the Netflix press conference, Logan Paul was officially named as a Raw superstar, so he will be on Monday Night Raw on Netflix. Braun Strowman last week was announced to be officially on the SmackDown brand. So who do you guys see maybe shifting around? Who may get called up? Because that'll all be happening very soon, if not sooner than you think.
Femi's going to SmackDown. Only Femi.
That's if he does not. That's if he does not win this NXT title.
Or either of course, like if Omi Femi, whatever, but him or Trick Williams. Like,
he has to, bro.
Yeah. Because Trick Williams gonna be on Raw. I feel like Trick Williams a Raw superstar, and I feel like him doing videos outside WWE, I could see him on a random
that's hard.
like how that I see him on a random Netflix show. I see him randomly on a Stranger Thing. Hey boy, hey baby. It's the 70s car riding down the street. Like I see him in this. I see him transitioning. I see him.
We mentioned him. Then we definitely gotta mention my girl Lash. Lash was
out. Sexy Lash.
You hear me?
She's sexy.
Being in that U.S. tournament, because we was watching. First of all, that match that her and Jakara had going against Sol Ruka and that Zarya girl on NXT this past week.
Strong ass name,
Whoa.
Sol Ruka.
If you have not watched that match, everybody go back and watch. That probably was one of the best female tag team matches of the year. Like legit. Like
I gotta see
They
it.
they put in that work on that match. But Lash is definitely somebody I feel like we should definitely be on the lookout for in
Yeah.
2025.
All right. That's
Um,
fun.
it's very interesting. ROH is tonight, final battle here in New York at Hammerstein.
Final battle.
I believe I had heard that your girl, Athena will be the main event going against her protege Billy Starks as they've been
Yeah, that's
feuding.
all good and all though, but guess what? What does that do for a long time for a star? Nothing.
Just
It's
saying.
basically saying that how that like how that you have a let's have sit down conversation with white people, but there's no white people around. There's no fucking point in doing that. All you do is just sucking your dick, your own dick.
Wow.
There's no point. It's
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
stupid. I'm tired of this shit. And not one time you promoted her. She not one time on the AEW, not one time. And after that, all you usually is a token black girl.
Huh.
All right. All
All
right.
right.
It's a good way to end the show, actually.
Okay. I can't argue that. But as
I hate that shit. Nah, I just hate that shit. Like, yo, you use a lot of people as token fucking black people, dogs. Dang, does it make you fucking feel better? Oh, I ain't racist because I'm fucking brown. Yes, you fucking are. You racist? You're fucking sexist. You have no fucking spine, Tony. Grow some fucking balls. Dang, son. You have all this money for what? For what? Could do so much dope shit with your company this year. Oh, next year, you know what? Ain't gonna be on Max. And why she's still not promoting these black wrestlers like
well,
he
it's gonna
should?
be simultaneous. So here's the thing with Max. So Max will start, I believe, at the beginning of the year. They will have Dynamite on available right directly after Dynamite, and it also will be live on Max
What about
simultaneously.
RH?
But the library is going to be a slow rollout. I believe I had read that they said in January that all of 2019 will be on Max. So if you want to go back and watch the first year of AEW, you're able to do that.
Are
They
you
haven't
disappointed?
they haven't it'll probably be somewhere in the middle of the year is when they may transition the pay-per-views onto Max, but the pay-per-views won't start the year on Max. Like you will still have to either go to payperview.com or whatever pay-per-view regular shit there. So I mean, it's a listen. Everything I feel like is a step forward, regardless of how we feel like the positioning of things may not always be how we intend them to be. Because I agree with you, and I said that last week. I was just like, listen, I may not be the number one fan, but the bitch deserves better than what she getting.
Thank
And that's
you.
just what it is. Like you being the longest reigning ROH champion, you representing ROH in that way, you should be showcased on a bigger stage and a bigger platform. And I just, but hopefully tonight will be really dope for them. Trying to think what else is going on. They do have the Chris Jericho versus Matt Cardona match. They have which I totally forgot, Sammy Guevara and I want to say Goldust,
They
but
offered him a contract too, so
Dustin
he
are
can take
still
it.
tag team champions, so they are defending their tag team belts tonight.
But he's a pillar though,
Um,
right?
you said
Sammy,
what?
right? He's a pillar though, right? A pillar, right? Mm.
Well, he got downgraded, but that's either here or there. So yeah, and then if you are in the New York City area, especially Queens, House of Glory has their show tonight as well. Where shout outs to Main Event
Main
going
event.
against the Hardys, which is really really exciting. The HOG World Champion will be in the building, Mike Santana, along with some other people. So make sure if you are in some need of some independent wrestling tonight, go out and support independent wrestling.
Yes,
It's super
please.
important. I highly always recommend that, especially going into 2025. Everything is shifting, I feel like, in the business of wrestling. Even with WWE, them doing the ID program, them doing the new reality show on A&E, with the legends and new talent. Really it's tough enough 2.0. That's how it sounds. So they're really transitioning into doing a lot of different things. But a lot of that foundation work is in the indies. So just make sure to support independent business, independent wrestling.
Hmm.
As Mr. Black mentioned, Battle Club Pro will be back in 2025. So stay tuned for that. Jobbertears 5, summer 2025. We got a lot of things going on. Super excited with SummerSlam being in our backyard. So definitely looking to do something that weekend here in New York. Um, I also do want to do a quick shout out. Shout out to the homie Mega Ran. He is performing at the New York Video Gaming Awards next month. Here in New York.
Mega.
So I do want to give him a big shout out for that. He's always doing bigger and better things. So always support those that support you. I'm very big on that. Any last words, you guys, of 2024? And before we do sign off,
No.
anything? No. What's one thing you want to do next year?
I don't know. Guess we'll find out.
Think about it. Well, we'll start off the first episode of 2025 with them answering that question because we will hold off to that. We do want to wish everyone a safe and healthy holiday, whether you celebrate Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever it is. You and your family be safe, be happy, be healthy, love each other. Tomorrow is not guaranteed, so make sure to please love on those that are around you while they are here. And also, everyone have a very happy, safe, and blessed New Year. We will be back talking about the first Raw of the new year, talking about NXT, talking about AEW's first AEW show on Max. We will be talking about that the first week of January of 2025, so make sure to tune in for that. This has been always a one hell of a ride with these gentlemen and with you guys listening and tuning in. So we absolutely thank you guys from the bottom of our hearts for always supporting us, always being there for us, even when we may not always see it, we may not always acknowledge it. We appreciate everyone that has come out and support, whether it's a viewing party, whether it's a Battle Club Pro Show, whether it's Jobber Slam, whatever it is. We appreciate you guys coming near and far to support us. It is always greatly appreciated. As always, I'm Janelle from HR here with Sir Wilkins and Mr. Black. Happy holidays and happy new year to all. Hashtag Black Excellence. Hashtag we are out.
Peace, niggas.
Bye. I could end it with that.
I was over, got the hands in motion. If you go with rolling, no need to focus. Traveling states and over oceans. You gotta wait till your coast chosen. Trying to have lines outside the show like Harry Potter releases at Barnes and Noble.